What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to install the Protokraft engine lid for the 91 to 05 NSX. And here's a look at the part. It is a pre-preg carbon fiber part. Super light. It includes this gasket right here, so you do not have to purchase another OEM one. And it does include some 3D printed mounts. This does not mount the same way as the OEM piece. Well, it does not function the same way as the OEM piece, meaning it does not hinge upwards, which I would say is probably one of the only downsides to this product. It is super light, so it's not going to be a big deal if you do need to remove it to gain access to your engine. But having it not hinge means that you need to be able to put it somewhere when you do need to access your engine bay. So again, I would say that's probably the only downside. So the way it does function is you replace your hinges with these push pin pieces, and you just push those down in order to remove them, kind of like a hood pin. So I think installation should be very straightforward. We're just going to go ahead and remove the OEM hinges, reuse the hardware on these, mount these up, and get it centered. Probably the part that will take the longest is centering it, because these will have both forward and backwards, left and right play in them. So let's take a look at the part in question a little bit closer. It comes with a nice aluminum badge. Again, pre-preg, dry carbon all throughout. Let's flip it over on this very nice HCE maintenance repair mat. Here's the bottom and what it looks like. And super light. So here's the hardware again. Got some push pins. But so I think this is probably, in my opinion, designed best for Targas, because I think these pieces right here are meant to cover the Targa A brace. We're going to find out in a second. So let's go ahead and get into the installation. So here are the tools that you're going to need. These are all redundant. If you do not have a 24 millimeter, these are for the bottom nut in case you have to tighten these or adjust the bottom side of the hardware. 24 millimeter or some kind of adjustable wrench. You need a 10 millimeter stubby in order to remove the brackets off of your OEM lid. And the reason why I say stubby is because due to the angle of the lid, there's not a whole lot of room if you use like an extension or something like that. And last but not least, you may need some snap ring pliers just in case these guys come loose. So on this one, one of these was loose and actually fell out, and so this is what I used to tighten it. So that is actually the threaded portion or the button of the quick release hardware. So you can probably get away with doing some other kind of tool, but this is what it looks like it's made for. So these are your tools needed for this install. I'm going to go ahead and start removing the 10 millimeter bolts on these hinges. At this point, I am doing this by myself, so it is able to be held up. I do believe it probably will hold itself up completely once I do remove even all 4 bolts, but I will be very careful once I'm removing the last bolt on there to hold the existing lid with one hand while removing the last bolt. Protokraft's instructions do state that these are M5 fasteners, but they are M6 fasteners. Honda guys know that this is the common M6x1 bolt that's basically used everywhere, from your Mugen license plate bolts to your fender bolts, everything, these things, these guys, all M6x1. So just a note. in case you're wanting to buy new hardware that's prettier or something, M6x1 is what you're going to want to use. All right, so I lied and I did not brace the thing. I felt comfortable removing everything, so I'm going to hold this up with my left hand and remove the prop rod and remove this whole thing. It's a lot heavier than this carbon fiber one, so be very careful and not drop it on your car. All right, if you want to know the rough differences in weights, this is the Targa lid, which is probably a little bit heavier than the coupe lid because it has extra functionality to hold the Targa top. And be warned that my scale is not the most accurate, but let's just say around 25 pounds is the Targa lid. And the Protokraft lid is roughly 4 pounds or so. Don't worry, I zeroed it out before I put that pad underneath the Protokraft. So pretty big difference in weight. Let's get this one installed. All right, let's go ahead and get this first bracket installed. It looks like they're going to go like this because on the other side, this angle kind of matches the angle of this right here better. So that's my assumption. Again, using the OEM hardware. So again, Protokraft does mention this even in their instructions that there is fore and aft play and left and right play. Very minimal, but I'm just gonna go ahead and knock it probably back all the way just so I have a starting point. This is 3D printed plastic with no metal collar inside to protect it from being smashed, so do not tighten these too tight. So again, I mentioned that this side looks like it is angled to match this piece right here, so if you were to match it like this, it probably doesn't look as good. So that's my assumption at least. I think it could go either way, whatever you prefer. Now it should be as easy as dropping this piece directly on top carefully, lining it up with the pegs. Okay, you can see that that piece of hardware is loose, so I'm going to go ahead and need to tighten that one back up. I'm not going to try to move it too much because I don't want it to get damaged. All right, so I did finally get it installed. It is a little bit finicky. You do need to possibly unloosen the nut on the bottom of these hardware, pushpin hardware, as well as the M6 bolts. But I got it installed. So now I'm going to remove it and tighten up all the hardware. All right, here's a look at the Protokraft lid while the hatch is down. And here's a look at the Protokraft lid with the hatch up. So I was right in that it was designed to cover the Targa brace. I do need to give it a little bit of a wipe down. Has my fingerprints all over it. Fitment's pretty good. It does seem like it is rubbing up against this hose right here, which is probably not a big deal. I think I'm not sure what that's for, but hopefully there's good enough clearance between all the rest of this stuff. It's hard to tell just because this does not hinge up again. But also getting it latched on both sides, I kind of had to flex it a little bit where it might kind of like dips down in the middle, right? Like to extend the length of it. So it might be kind of like bowed a tiny bit in terms of where the hardware is mounted right now. so that I had to kind of stretch it out and flex it, kind of push down the middle in order to get the other side latched in. As far as removing it, you push these push buttons. So there's a little bit of tension on this. So this one doesn't push down as is, so I have to push down the center in order for it to release. This one should release normally. And then you just remove it. All right, after I adjusted both brackets as wide as possible, it still wouldn't fit without pushing down and kind of lengthening the shape of the lid. I decided to actually follow the instructions and see about loosening these guys with the 24mm wrench and pushing them both fully wide as possible, and that worked. They go on nice and easy now, so note to you, if you do need to if you do have issues with the pegs lining up, try setting these out as wide as possible on both sides using your 24mm or adjustable wrench, and then it should go on nice. Lastly, since you're not using your OEM lid anymore, you can choose to leave your prop rod here or remove it. If you want to remove it, just pop it out and pull it out like that. This has a broken clip, but otherwise, if you want to just leave it, you totally can just leave it there. Some other recommendations I would make for you or Protokraft is to use some washers on this thing. Either Protokraft should come with some sleeves to protect the 3D print from getting smashed down and allowing you to tighten this bolt securely, or a bigger washer, something like that. Making this adaptable to the hinge would be very nice as well. Just so, again, if you have to access your engine bay and you remove your lid, you have somewhere to put it, because this is undoubtedly going to get dirty on the bottom side from just normal road grime, and you're not going to have anywhere to put it when you need to work on your engine, or if you're pulled over in the parking lot or something, you need to check your oil. You're going to need to put the engine lid like in your car or something like that, or set it on top of your roof, something like that, or put it in your trunk, I guess. So those are some of my notes. Other than that, it's a nice product, and very cool to see different companies still producing parts for the NSX, of course. So that'll do it for this install video. I hope you appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.